It's another beautiful day. My name is Mifid and welcome to Motivated and Inspired. Today I have a beautiful guest with me. We met here in Spain and I just want her to share her experience in Spain. It's not going to be like an interview, right? It's going to be an informative and impactful chit chat. So I want to introduce her. She's amazing. She's got her own YouTube channel. I'm going to leave the link of her YouTube channel in the description box. And the name of her channel is EMICE. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Is EMICE TV. I'm going to make her introduce herself. So, welcome to Motivated and Inspired. Can you tell us your name and the name of your channel?
Okay, thank you so much, Mimi, for inviting me to your great platform because I've been following you so much, yes, and I was so glad when you contacted me on Facebook, so I really appreciate it. And well, my name is Alicia Donkor, and my channel's name is EMICE TV.
Great. I have watched a couple of your videos and they're really helpful. The whole idea is to give information to other Ghanaians and other foreigners or other travelers who are living in Spain because information are not so clear. My followers that have been following me know that I came here with a student visa to study and then I remain here because I love it here. However, I have been disappointed because the information I saw online about Spain and the conditions weren't what I actually experienced in reality. I had the notion that I could study and I could be able to work. So I was like, oh my God, this is cool. I can study and then work alongside. However, when I got here, that wasn't it. It was a whole mess up situation. I have made a video on that, so I'm going to share that link also in the description box if you haven't watched it yet. So tell us, Alicia, what was your experience? How did you come to Spain in the first place?
Okay, so just like you, I also came here on the student visa. And yes, in Ghana, we were told when you come here, you're going to have the opportunity to work for 4 hours. Yeah, maximum. And so, as a student, I thought I was going to come here, find work, and then study at the same time. But girl, how much did it turn out? You know my story, but I still have to tell it. Like,
Yeah.
It was a fallacy. They lied to us.
You mentioned that somebody told you. Who told you? Where did you get the information from? Because I got mine online and then I also asked the school that I was going to pursue the course and they told me yes, it's possible. You can work for 20 hours as a student in a week. Where did you get your information from?
So, well, first I read online and I found out online. But I just wanted to be sure, so I called the school and told them that, oh, this is what I read. Is it true? And they also told me, yeah, it's true. So they confirmed what I had read online. So yeah, both online and then from the school I applied from.
Which school was that and what course did you major in?
Okay, so I studied at SA, International Business School. Yes, and I studied a master's in business management for 1 year.
Ooh.
Yes.
Big deal. Big deal. But you were not able to work. At what point did you realize that your expectation and reality isn't synchronizing?
Okay, so when I got here, well, a lot of things happened, and when I was able to start school, I tried internships first.
Yeah.
And I was thinking I was going to get an internship for 4 hours and then get paid maybe my 500 euros or something. But it's either I'm working 8 hours for that 500 euros or 4 hours without pay, not even for transportation. So that was the offer I was given.
8 hours, because 8 hours already is illegal. Working 8 hours with students, residents is already illegal.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can work, well, by their law, we can work as student for half the hours, that's 4 hours a day. So if the company is offering you 8 hours, and then they are going to pay you 500, which is way below the minimum wage in Spain, that's already like. But we have so many companies in Spain like this, so many of them. Some of them paying black money, so they don't pay tax on that, and it's really disturbing. But then many people back home, they think like it's all greenery here, everything is perfect. So I love us to tell them how it isn't actually what we think it is or what we see it to be. Now, about how we met, you remember how we met?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if I remember it very clearly, but I know it was a question I posted on the group page, and
Exactly.
you replied me in a private message. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you were looking for where to register for your NIE. The NIE is foreign registration number. So you identification number. You were looking for where to, and that was a struggle.
Yeah, it was a struggle, because, well, luckily for me, I got here, I think, about 2 months before my studies, because I was supposed to start in October, but I came here in August because I just wanted to spend some summer before I start school.
Yeah.
And so when I got here and I searched online, it happened that the nearest appointment, well, I didn't know. Let me say, I didn't know the steps, but I tried to find online and stuff. I contacted people on the Facebook group, and some offered to charge, I think, to do it for me for 150 euros. And I found out to be ridiculous, like 150 euros.
It's
like,
free.
I don't have the money.
It's free.
Yeah. So, after that, I just said online, I was like, I'm going to try it on my own. I tried. Luckily, I think I got one on 29th of August, but I couldn't go because the story, I was ill.
Yeah.
And so I changed it and later found another one in I think September, ending of September. So yeah, for me, I always say I was lucky that I was able to find out, talk to you, and then also try and follow what you told me, and then I got an appointment for my year.
Yeah. This is really ridiculous because it's still going on. I have friends who are at the point of renovating their residence, and it's even impossible to book appointment. And that has got nothing to do with COVID. It's just been the problem, and it's amazing that that's a system that is not functioning, like it's broken. And it's not that we are complaining, but people need to be informed, because it's amazing that the system is there. They just have to work according to the system. And yet what bothers me is you will find foreigners being the ones who are selling the appointment. How do you get hold of an appointment that is supposed to be booked online? It's not
true.
Physical. Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm like, what? Now tell me, what about work? How did it go? Because the problem I had was, one, getting my social security number. I got work in Majestic Hotel, one of the oldest and 5-star hotel in Barcelona. I got work, I got a contract, but I need my social security number. Now, when I went to the office for it, I wasn't given because I have student residence. So I went to other offices and I couldn't get it. But afterwards also, there is another issue, the unemployment issue. How was it with you?
So, funny story, after all that you told me, I still don't have my social security number. Yes. This is so funny.
How many years have you been in Spain?
2 years trying to get social security number. And it's like hell. And I went to all the addresses you sent me. When I went there, they also printed out addresses telling me that, so if you live here, you have to go to this address. If you live here, go to this address. I was like, okay,
This
I'm
is
going to go to the one closest to me. I went there and they're like, oh, your student visa. So I'm like, but my school says I can come for a social security number. Oh no, you need a job contract or an offer before you get it. So, sweetheart, after all your hard work of helping me out, so now I still don't do it.
It's ridiculous. Listen, it's really ridiculous because this is crazy. They tell you you need to get a job to be able to get a social security. But then the companies who want to hire you, or the hiring companies, also tell you you need to have your social security number because before we give you the contract. So it's like, I always say, can you get your shit together, please? It's really, really, really interesting that all of this is going on. I have other experiences with other students. I was sharing up my apartment with other people, and I had two students who lived with me. They were from South Africa, and they had the same issues. And I was like, go to this office, go to this office. So there were two. One of them went the previous day, got her social security number very easily. And then the second person went the next day, same place. They told her, it's no, we don't do that here. It's impossible. I'm like, what? So I told her, look, when they say no to you, don't just leave. Don't give up. Be there. Tell them somebody did it and you are sure they do it here. This is what Spanish hate. They hate you to feel oppressed. Okay, so for me, that's what I use. They don't want you to play the victim role in front of their offices. So when you insist and you are there, insist but not disrespectfully. At the end of the day, they will do it for you. And then she had it. They also had to open a bank account. They had problems. I said, keep going to next bank, insisting, and at the end of the day, you will do it. So you need that patience and you need that fighting spirit to keep going from one office to one office. If not, you're just going to oh my God. Anyway, how has the experience been with, do you have Spanish friends?
Spanish friends.
Who were your mates? Who were your classmates? Tell us.
Okay. I had no Spaniard in my class. There was no one from Spain in my class.
Really?
Literally. Yes.
Wow.
So they were either from other European countries, from the United States, maybe from UK, and maybe Pakistan. We have the Asians and the Moroccans, but no Spaniard.
Wow. No. Amazing. And outside your school, did you make friends with Spanish, Catalan? Did you?
Well, I would say maybe where I live, yes, I've been able to make one or two friends, but it's not really, the kind of friend, maybe the way I can call you and ask. No, it's more like when I'm walking around and we see ourselves, we talk so much, but after that, that's it. We don't go out to have dinner or anything like that. Yeah, it's really, I feel bad for that because I really wanted a lot of Spanish friends,
but why didn't you invite them out?
Well, the story of mine is that I live a bit outside of the city center, and so I'm always scared I might miss my last bus to the house. And I don't have a car. If I had a car, I would go out anytime, but I don't for now. So I'm like, okay, let's hold on with that when I'm able to, and it's 2 years and I feel I'm still not settled down, the tranquilidad that you want and everything. So yes, I would say I just have a couple of friends. Maybe they always say, Alice, maybe let's make a time and hang out and everything. And Corona messed everything up, so everyone is everywhere. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be over soon, and you're going to have your little Spanish friendship moment. Actually, I did met some people whilst I was doing my master's also, and my class was filled up with Spanish, Catalans, and very, very, very few foreigners, fortunately. So some of them became friends, both males and females, and they came to my home. I went to theirs. We went out to that. Like, then some of them became really good friends that I can call on. We even started a business together with one of them, and well, it just didn't work out. The business didn't work out, but well, we have our friendship, and it was really really nice. But I have some people who have some other experience. Have you? I would love to ask this sensitive question. Have you had or encountered any form of racism from Spanish or Catalan people in general in Spain?
Okay, I'll say whatever I have experienced was not profound. It was quite of a like slight. So if you pay attention to it, then you realize. So the first one was in a metro station. It wasn't to me. It was with my husband.
Yeah,
We boarded it, and there was an old man in the seat, and there were three empty seats closest to him.
yeah.
And so he tried to sit down, and this old man opened up his legs, like, I'm not gonna allow you to sit here. Yeah, so that was the first one. And I think
And what
the
did your
second,
husband do?
well, he's a calm, he's like, let's get out of here. Like, I'm not even gonna stand here for the waiting. So he just left. But
How was the
um,
reaction of other people in the metro?
well, people were just looking, but I didn't really mind. I actually went to sit by the old man. I was like, today I'm going to sit by you, whether you like it or not. So I sat there. Yeah.
Exactly what I would do.
Yeah, so I sat there.
Exactly.
I sat there. Yeah.
And what was the second experience?
And well, the second one I would say was, I think, Mercadona. I went to purchase, and it was kind of awkward because I was observing things and how other people in how the cashier interacted with other people.
Yeah,
So this is your change, take it. And it was this Corona season. You have to take off your gloves. He's supposed to ask you to take it off and
yeah.
give you sanitizer for your palms and everything. But when I got there, it was just like just standing there. And so I took it off myself, and he still didn't mind me. I was like, can you give me sanitizer? Because I really didn't need it, but I'm like,
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
give it to me? Yeah, give it to me. So I took it. Yeah, so I felt like that was kind of awkward to me because you were doing it for everyone.
Listen, I had the experience, but not towards me. It was towards my friend. Can you imagine this? And my friend is white, you know her. She's Ukrainian. And the two of us went to one of the supermarkets, and the security guard on the entrance had to give us the sanitizer and gloves. So he gave me gloves and didn't give her. And we were like, what? And she was like, what? I'm like, it's racism, but it's against you. Afterwards, when we finished shopping and we were going, he said, goodbye, beautiful, like adios, guapa. And I'm like, and my friend was like, oh my god, you got a big fan. I'm like, oh my god. So I don't know.
It's like reverse osmosis.
Yes. What I do not like about Spanish people is they are not as expressive like Ghanaians are. It's a mixed feeling. I love it, and at the same time, I hate it. So it has its merit and demerit. And the merit is everybody's minding their business. So you also mind your business. You become more open-minded. You leave people to live the life they want to live, and you live the life you want to live. That's great, right? Because here nobody cares about what you're wearing, how you dress. And for me, that was like a great relief coming from Ghana, where everybody is looking into your cooking pot and telling you how many fishes you have in there, how many you should have, and how many you didn't have. So it was great here. However, the demerit side of it is that sometimes people are doing shit and everybody is just minding their business,
Yeah.
like your husband in the metro. If this was in Ghana, someone will interrupt and like,
Put
hey,
you in your
don't
right
do
place.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, put you in the right place. And here I have witnessed that, like two white people fighting, okay, in the metro. I was sitting by them and I was just watching them. And no one of them was right. Definitely, there is always one person who is reasonable. Nobody stood up and said, "Look, you're doing the wrong thing. Come on." Nobody. It was like that. And it happened in, I think, my first month in Spain. So I was caught. I'm like, what? Nobody defends you here? And that's it. Like, it's crazy. It's really, 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 really crazy. But aside that, have you had any other experiences that you would love to share with people?
Well, basically, I'll say when you're coming here, well, we do our research, but the best research is someone with the experience.
Yeah.
So even before you come here, join Facebook pages here, expert Facebook pages. Without that, I wouldn't have met Mimi. And it was through, yeah. And with your experience, like I took certain things so easily because you told me about them, so I watched out for that. So yes, go there, join Facebook pages, expert pages of wherever you're going to, and then ask your questions or your doubts on that platform. And maybe you get an angel like Mimi to help you out. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. It was
angel.
you've been a blessing to me. So yeah, that's
Thank you.
also someone for now.
Angel, being in better watch out. There is an angel here. Angel Mimi.
Yeah.
Fine. Anyway, thank you
Yeah.
for the compliment. I feel like, well, what do I have to keep the information for? Because I struggled a lot. So if I have the information, I love to share it so people don't have to struggle as much as I did. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like the government pay me when other people struggle. I feel more relieved when people find answers to their quest. So I want to share all the information as much as I can. Um, you also have your sister with you and your husband with you. How has the whole experience been?
Well, it's been well a roller coaster, I should say. Sometimes you have your happy times, sometimes you have the difficult times. You're like, I have to put pen and paper on whatever I spend the budget because you're a large number, and we all have hope and aspirations we want to do. So tighten your pocket to save some money. Yeah. But then, it's always lovely when you have family around, and so in your lonely times, they are there to comfort you. So, yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah,
I think you're
I can't complain.
privileged and really blessed to have your family with you because I came alone.
Yeah.
I was like, I came alone. I didn't understand the language, nothing from zero. So it was tough, but I survived. Would you like to throw light on cost of living, comparing the cost of living here to Ghana? How is it for you?
Cost of living in Ghana, I wasn't paying rent. So, yeah, I wasn't paying rent. I don't pay water bill because there's a borehole. So you just pay more light bill because you have to pump it out.
Yeah,
But here, sweetheart, if you are coming here, I will tell you, have enough money on you. My gosh, I can't stress this enough, Mimi. And it's different. In Ghana, when you find yourself in hard times, I can just look for pure water, bottled water, go by the street side, sell it and get my money, and then I'm off. You can't get that here. You can't get that here, and it takes the grace to find someone to help you out because the people here are even struggling. For an average person, if you are single, you should have a budget of say 500 um, euros a month, and that is the minimum.
500. I think that is low, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it's low, but
because these days the single rooms are 350, 450. So if that's what you have, then it means you're not going to eat. You don't have transportation. I think it's more than like 1,000. You know,
yeah, I
1,000.
will say 1,000 to
Yeah,
be on the safer side.
yeah,
Have 1,000 budget for 1,000, and if you are able to spend below your means, then you have a lot to save.
yeah,
Because Well, I don't spend a lot. I'm like the kind of person who is like, do I really need this? No, I can go without it, so I'm not going to get it. That
Right.
is me. Yes, and I will go to ends to save money. It's not very advisable. I advise someone to, especially cause yourself to go hungry and not buy food because you're trying to save. No, don't do that. But here on the average, food is affordable here. When we came here, we were a couple, and funny story, 50 euros, we got lots of things that lasted us over a month. Trust me, I'm like, wow, I can get chicken for $1, €1, like
Yeah.
€1, I'm getting a full chicken. So yeah, with the food side, single person, if you're on the minimal €50 a month, yeah, you can go by it. And yeah, like you said, rent, your minimum is 350, and
Yeah.
expect a single bed where when you enter the room, you just sit down, no walking space.
Tell them, tell them, tell them. You're fortunate. I was giving my big room for 350. That big room, and still people were complaining. Like, you're fortunate. It was a double room. You came to say it was double room and a lot of
Yeah,
space. There was also wardrobe in the room. I don't know.
yeah, and
It's hard here. Okay, the
yeah,
problem is
yeah.
unemployment, so it's not that easy. But doesn't mean that you cannot survive. You can survive, but we just want people to know that it's not easy. We're not making this video to tarnish the image of Spain. No, we love it. That's why we're staying here. But facts have to be set straight. Like you say, cost of living is it's I don't know. It's not on one scale, because when it comes to food and certain things, it's much better in Spain than in Ghana. For me, in total, I would say Ghana is expensive than here. Why? Because here, like, the lifestyle, for example, you can easily share an apartment with someone here, and the rent is monthly basis. Whereas in Ghana, it's not easy to share an apartment. You have to rent your own, a whole one room bedroom or whatever, hall and chamber, and you have to pay advance for minimum of 2 years. I mean, if your landlord is lovely and kind, you get 1 year, but nothing lesser than that. And that makes
Yeah.
it very stressful and put pressure on everyone. But here, you could pay 1 month, you could pay per month, that's the advantage. And also with food, it varies. In Ghana, the quality is high because we're more into natural food, we have the resources, so it's, but here, they have GMO, and then the food, tell them, the food that we don't eat in Ghana, that we look down upon because it's local food, is called organic in Europe and America, and they are so expensive.
Yeah.
Tell them. I've been saying all the time, like, the food, our rice, the rice that we don't eat in Ghana.
We don't like, yeah.
Here
I never
it's
see a
organic.
Spaniard eating perfumed rice. They want their grainy obolo rice, fat rice.
Local
That is
rice.
what they want.
And this is what the attitude we must like learn, inherit, instead of importing product and using foreign product. Once we have the resources, imagine the whole of Ghana importing banana, like, seriously, banana, when we have different type of banana in Ghana. Like, what is wrong with that? And yeah, food is expensive and cheap. It depends on what you want to buy. If you want to buy organic product, it's expensive. If you want to buy GMO or the normal that everybody, majority of the people buy, the mark is very cheap. Like you said, like 50 euros, like you can buy a lot. Whereas 50 in Ghana is like, hello.
No, you can't get that for that. No. With that much, you're not going to get that amount of food.
Exactly. Tell me what you find so exciting or you love about living in Spain.
And they say when you have life, you have all. One thing is medical to me. When you come to the health sector, it's hats off to Spain. They
have to give them a clap.
yeah, I have to give it to them. It's like they will not let you die.
Seriously.
That is it. Whatever they have to save your life, they will do it. And if you are well registered into the system, you are not paying anything. You get medication for cheap, or everything. So the only reason, if anyone asks me, you can give me 1 million, go here. But for that reason, I might deny it and tell you that, I enjoy staying for this because when I'm not well, I know they have the facilities to help me out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I have experience with other people who have gone through like major health problems, and because they had insurance, the health insurance was covering them, not private, the government one. They were well treated, well taken care of. Something that would have cost like 20,000 euros plus was for free. So yeah, I mean that is like hat off for Spain. They're really good. They are really good in that areas. And how do you feel when you go shopping with the Spanish? Apart from the other experience you have, I mean, how is the environment like? Do you feel at home in Spain with the people around you, even though they are not your friends, so you don't have close friends among them? Do you feel at home?
I feel comfortable. I feel calm. I was reading a lot on Facebook, people saying when you walk, there's robbery, there's this. For me, I've never experienced it. I feel safe when I'm walking, probably where it is because of my barrio, but
Yeah.
I feel safe. There are no strangers. Of course, you have people hitting on you. It's normal, but yeah, all in all, yeah, it's like I feel calm here. Yeah, my mom, for instance, when she comes here, she's like she loves summer when it's between June to September. Oh my gosh, she loves it for that. So for me, I'm like,
Yeah.
because I have the peace of mind, and that is what we all want in this life. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. So yeah,
I also enjoy living here. I feel very much at home than in Ghana. No bullshit in Ghana, but I'm saying what is good on both sides and what is not on both sides. So it's not like I'm bullshitting Ghana, but
yeah.
I feel more relaxed here, because people can still talk to you. People can still relate to you. People meet me in my elevator and still talk with me, and my neighbors, they see me outside of their house and they hug me, and it's beautiful, and it's like, wow, it's beautiful. They're more relaxed and they have their limit. They don't poke their nose into your affairs. Just nice neighbor, they're just being the nice neighbor to you. You get that. And when I go to the shops, people were really nice to me. They were curious. And the curiosity has its level, eh? I don't know if you've experienced that. I once met a guy, a Spanish guy, who told me, you know what? I've never kissed a black girl. I'm just curious. Can you let me kiss you? With this kind of curiosity. And then when you're walking on the street, like Spanish youth, like between 25 to 35, 40, they are a bit shy. I don't know if you feel like they would not like, whistle like you or catcall you on the street. They are a bit reserved, like they're a bit of gentlemen. Like Spanish, Italians, and French are charmers, okay, but they're a bit reserved. They would rather do it one-on-one when they have the opportunity. But the Spanish old men,
I had that in mind. I was like, is she going to say that? Is she going to say that?
the Spanish old men.
Oh my God.
I'm
Morena, que suave. Joder, que suave. It's true.
so crazy.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, it's funny when you meet them. I've met several.
The first, I think in my first 1 year, I used to dance. I used to go out. I was learning to dance kizomba. Funny enough, in Spain, And then there was this old man in the class. One time I was not feeling well, so I left the class early. I was walking to the station, the metro station, and the train station. I love saying metro because that's how we call it in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then he came and was like, I was coughing. He was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, no. He's like, "Oh, we can go to this restaurant and take a tea if you don't mind." And this is normal. Like, you get people inviting you for tea, coffee, and it's okay. And here in Spain, in Spanish culture, when somebody uses the word invitation, it means that they're going to pay for it. So, well. Okay. So we went, and it turned out that the restaurant is his. So we didn't even take tea. He was like, "Eat." And I was a bit shy because my Spanish also wasn't that strong, so I didn't have confidence. I was shy. He was like, "Don't be shy, eat." So he was like, "Will you eat gambas? Do you like this?" I'm like, whoa, gambas is my favorite thing. So, long and short story. At the end of the day, I mean, this guy was so old. I mean, his kid will be my age. Then he was like, "We should date." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I will take care of you." And then I said to myself, so you think I went to the Spanish embassy, got the visa, come to Spain, look at all these cute guys, and then settle for the old one? Where's your son? You're gonna die soon. I want to
give me your
party of yours with your eldest son. So you get stuff like that, like in Spain, and it's fun. It's been so far it's been lovely, hasn't it been for you?
Oh yeah, it has. You know, it just makes you like, oh okay, that's part of life. You get this old man hitting up on you, just wants a one night stand and stuff, but you know, you just keep your dignity together and ignore them. They will spend their attention on you.
Actually, I'm gonna confess publicly. I had my first one night stand in Spain by a cute Spanish guy though. But this is to all ladies. Like, Spanish guys are charming. Okay, they're really, really charming. Especially the Catalan ones. I'm not being hard on them, but being realistic. Please just stay away from them, okay? Because some of them just don't know what they want. You would think they are so into you. Please, first of all, you're foreigner, you are exotic, as they are exotic to you. So a lot of things could happen that are not like realistic. Just be careful. I had my experience. This guy is so cute. And I thought he was so into me because he was writing all the time, like, okay. And then before you know it, like, so have fun, they're good guys. But the thing is, you're a foreigner. And to you, he's also a foreigner. So that kind of attraction is there. So you have to be careful not to read meaning into like wrong feelings and wrong stuff. It's crazy, yeah, but it's fun. It's been fun having you, and I hope we do this again on another topic. Thank you for coming. It was really, really, really lovely.
All right. Thank you so much for having me here. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
All right. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening.
You too. Adios.
Adios. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you're filled with all the information we've given you and you enjoyed our time. Do make sure to follow my guest on her channel. And I just want to tell you, be bold, be fabulous, be beautiful, but most of all, be motivated and inspired.
Stay motivated and inspired.